Hello guys, Frozen Neptunia here and welcome back to Lord of the Rings The Third Age. On the last episode we recruited the ranger Elgos and kind of double backed on ourselves coming to this area which may or may not look familiar. Pretty sure that there's an item around here. No, I've already gotten all the items, cool. So let's continue on. Oh yeah, there's a few frame drops. And battle. Okay, so this is... Oh! Orc Shadow Chieftains. These ones aren't fun to fight. Sorry about that, just had a cough. Oh, thank God he went for Orc Bash. Okay, so Loud Water Fury on you. They're like the chieftains. Like, these guys are damage sponges. So it might be worth me company might. And then Orcbane, just for the little extra damage. Yeah, kind of seemed a bit unnecessary now. Sorry about that, just had another bit of a cough. And Idriel gets her chest plate. Okay, so, yeah, the reason why I'm coughing is because I've literally just had quite a bit to eat. So I often get little bits of it. Actually, I'm not going to go shout the details. But, so. Found artifacts, 3 out of 4. Of water protection. Water protection is going to be useful. Mainly because the first major boss uses, I think, water and dark-based attacks. And it's not really a fight where Berethor will be too useful. Any of you who've played this game before kind of know what I'm talking about. Right, yeah, now we get into this area. This area just looks like the area Berethor was riding through at the beginning of the game. Maybe because it was. Troll Pit Mud. Yeah, this is the bridge where we actually fought the Nazgul that was destroyed by Idriel. And battle. Oh, 2 wargs. Fun. I will show off what Perfect Mode does later on. Because I want to make sure I have it for a very specific fight, let's just say. Ooh. Took a lot of damage there, Elgos. I pronounce it Elgos, not Elgost. It's just the way I talk. Well, I remember I used to misread Berethor's name as Benethor. Yeah. I used to mistake that R for an N. Okay, so let's just hit him. And let's just use Fluid Strike. That won't kill. Oh no, never mind, it will. Oh, I forgot to equip Idriel. And Berethor leveled. Yeah, wargs give out a decent chunk of EXP, actually. So Berethor, 2 more points of strength, please. And water protection's going to be kind of useless on him. So I want... Might just put it on you. Actually, no, there's another character I would want it on, actually. You can remove elf stones whenever you want. You're not limited. Like, once they're on for good, and you can't equip them to another character. What was it gonna... Oh. Hello. Goodbye, I hope. Yep, goodbye. Oh, you've got no, Let's fix that. Only 44. Yeah. Rage of Saruman is a buff. Kind of an annoying one, because it increases their damage. They also have a move called Curse... Yep, there it is. Curse of Orthanc. Basically, it increases their damage to you, and yeah. And their damage as well. And that's actually a thing I like about Elgos, is the arrows actually stay stuck in the enemies. I've always really liked that thing, that like little detail. And there's Berthor's like victory thing, if we haven't seen it already. I can't remember if I saw it last part, because this is being recorded like 10 minutes after the last one. Well, not 10 minutes, but like a good enough time away from it. Okay, yeah, I'm not making any sense. Okay, so we're going to want to go down here, because look at this. There are a bunch of items for us. Lambus. Guarded. Ah. Oh, there's 4 of them. Right, I'm going to take you out because you're the next to attack. This is like the type of fight where Elgos's arrow flurry becomes really useful. And I'm going to just... Actually, no, let's just guard and strike him because these guys just die. Yeah, this would have been a good area to show where Perfect Mode actually... Well, what Perfect Mode does. And learn Citadel Rage. Okay, so... I actually never learn it this early. So this is actually a first for me. Because usually I have it like as soon as I get into Moria, around that sort of time. And Horon Poison, Pollen, sorry, not Poison. The Pollen is something that just puts enemies to sleep. So it's actually bumped Spirit up by 1. Just so I can give him some more AP. Quip. And it's a new pendant. Okay, so... this one buffs Spirit, Con, and Speed. Below his armor, yes. Because, yeah, with Idriel, you really just want to focus on Spirit. Anything that gives her more Spirit is good, because you're not really going to be using her her normal attacks, because... reasons. A lot of her, like, actual attacks tend to come with, I think, like... Because I know Weakening Slash is quite good. Let's just see how far away I am from learning that. 4 more. Weakening Slash, low... Oh, no, it's Wounding Strike that I was thinking of. It can just continually damage enemies for a short time. So yeah, she does get a few decent attacks, but her attacks are often quite low. She use item... Just do that. Oh, Elgos had an item. It is just a straight upgrade. And yeah, I do like how like putting different bits of armor on actually does change the character's actual appearance in game. Oh yeah, we can't go on just yet. I forget about that. So there's just another save point there. If we go through here, we find the last of the elf stones. And a forced encounter. Two normal orcs and a chieftain. So let's just kill you. Okay, I'm going to show you why, especially for this part of the game, why Citadel Rage is complete overkill. Costs 65 AP, but not much is going to actually survive 2 attacks from Barathor. So yeah, it's one of those things where you've got to be really like mindful of your AP usage. And Golden Tiara of Erendil. Reclaimed the lost map. Quest journal updated. And let's view a scene of Middle-earth. Saruman's trap. The wizard escaped Saruman, but the war has come quickly.
War is soon to come to our time. Even now, Saruman sends forth his cruel orc servants. I escaped his trap at Orthanc, and now he seeks to hunt me down ere I finish my task. Understand that a great eye watches all in the darkness, building in power as it prepares to destroy this world. As I speak within your mind, Saruman rallies the wild men to his cause. They will pour forth here and in Rohan, burning as they go. I would suggest you find the dwarf quickly, before Saruman wins his war in this land.
Okay, that's a bit of foreshadowing for another party member we'll get. Though we already had foreshadowing. 4. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's put 4 points into spirit. Yeah, Idriel is very, I want to say lopsided when it comes to stat gains. Like, you literally just funnel everything into spirit, but you can't do that with every character. But what did I help go to equip? Armor protection. This I will give to Barathor, just to make him a little more tanky. And Huron Pollen, which I think puts one enemy to sleep. Like, as a kid, I saw it when I was a kid. That area there always used to kind of, like, not scare me, but really unnerve me. This whole area does, because it feels like there's something here waiting for you. And I always thought there was, like, a Nazgul that you could encounter here that would just kill your party if you found it. But here we are. We are at another location. And we need to go this way. Seems like a dead end. But cutscene.
Ah, fresh tracks. The dwarf came this way.
He is heavy for one so small.
I'd be careful not to say that around him.
Quiet. Both of you. I hear something.
Well, Ranger, it's about time.
Oh, they have a cave troll. Okay, so we now get a character called Hadhod. Hadhod, I will explain him more after the fight. He has Taunt Foe, like, thingy, like Barathor. And he has melee attacks and spirit powers. His spirit powers are honestly really good, especially late game. When he gets Dragon Call and Flames of Ruin. Hadhod is also our tank. I can't use that. Okay, so let's at least get some leadership points. Trolls in this game aren't... I don't want to say they're like difficult, but they're also not easy, because like a troll, yeah, they kind of hit very hard for this point of the game. Oh. Okay, swap out for Elgos. And Creature Bane doesn't actually affect them. Trolls are the only type of enemy in this game that don't have a... Well, like, they're like a one type of frequently fought enemy that doesn't have, like, a... what's the term? Actually, I'm going to use this term to heal. Oh, and learn Drain Inspiration. Drain Inspiration literally just drains AP. So, let's hit him with Dwarven Cleave. Yeah, Hadhod is also another character where you can kind of tell if he's going to miss or not. Because, oh, Arrow... Yes! Arrow Flurry is so good. And the troll's dead. Okay, so Elgost leveled up, cool, and Barathor also leveled up. If you don't participate in battle, I think you only gain like half XP, but found the dwarf. I would not... Oh, middle of scene. The dwarf.
This dwarf who joins your company heralds from a people who hold themselves apart from other races. But they are a race that feels deeply, and when deciding upon trust, their friendship lasts many lifetimes. I have met a few of these stout fellows in my time. They appear small, but are not to be trifled with. Do remember, as you enter their ancestral home, that their pride, greed, and stubborn magnificence created this now decaying wonder.
Yeah, so just a little bit of a insight on the dwarves. Okay, so put it all in strength. Okay, so Hadhod is in no means anything else. He's our tank, having very high con with somewhat balanced stats all round. Hadhod... Okay, so Hadhod is weird, because he is a kind of a mixed attacker, while also being like a tanky guy, like a tanky fellow. So I'm going to mainly be putting points into strength and spirit, because Hadhod gets both very good like physical attacks and some absolutely amazing spirit powers. So let's actually go over them for a bit. Okay, so he gets Cleaving Wound, which deals damage to enemies over time. Crippling Slash, which reduces speed. Hue Armor, which reduces defense. Stoneheller is his own, well, one of two axe crafts which can deal spirit damage. And it's also a ranged attack. Mountain Range allows him to strike twice, and then just gets a whole bunch of different like high damaging skills. His spirit powers, though. Flaming Fury basically just deals fire damage. But Stone Shield. It basically gives a character like a free hit. But I wouldn't recommend learning this until a bit later, because it's not going to be helpful anytime soon. Mountain Shield is the same as Stone Shield, but assists everyone, and then Flames of Ruin. There is an Elf Stone we get very late into the game, which basically turns Hadhog into basically a living screen nuke. You want enemies gone? Bang. Fire, Ruin, or Dragon Calling. I'm actually going to learn Damaging Shield, because that's going to be a little bit more useful for stuff coming up. Oh, and I think there's also equipment for him. I'm not really going to run around as Hadhog, because he is actually very slow. Well, being a dwarf, it's kind of understandable. And I'm going to give him the water resistance, because I'm pretty sure he's weak to water. No, he's not. But it just helps, especially with the upcoming boss, to make my tank even tankier. And then there are just some little items there. Like, here's the bit I don't get. The party came through here. We can't see through there. And we didn't see them, like, appear behind him in the cutscene. So, yeah, that's just one of those things. I'm going to make a safety save here. Because, we are moving right into the boss fight. Yeah, Aragorn goes actually quite quickly. And, like, to be fair, I would love to see speedruns of this game. Though I don't think there are many. I'll actually have a look for that later on today. Just see if I can pick up any tricks for this Let's Play. Yep. We are getting into a certain fight. Actually, what I'm going to want to do is... Can't remember if I can actually swap around... No, I can't. Right. Okay, so, the upcoming fight is... This was basically where me and my brothers got stuck a ton as kids. I am not joking. This first boss, if you don't really know, like, what you're doing, is actually quite a dangerous boss. Just save over the crossroads. Okay. So, found Moria's West Gate. Yeah, if you know anything about Moria's West Gate, you know what we're gonna fight.
Look! Elves prowl the shore. Get them all! What is this thing?
Prepare to fire! Fire!
And we are thrown into a battle with the Watcher in the water. Yeah, this is what I was saving Perfect Mode for. Okay, so Berethor isn't going to see much in the way of this fight because all he can do is leadership skills. Creature Bane actually does do quite a chunk of damage to it. But I'm going to want to do Haste of the Elves on you. yeah, Hadhod can hit this thing, and Tentacle Frenzy. You gotta watch out, because this thing can do a lot. It's got like 3 attacks, 2 of which hit all allies. Yeah, it has a bit of a weird thing of just like how, okay, who did I use? Okay, so I use it on Elgos. Let's use it on Hadhod so he can be in the turn order a bit more. Actually, no, I might not be able to... I might not even use perfect mode on this thing. But I will show it off, actually, so let's... Yeah, let's do it now. Arrow Volley. 2,025 damage. Tentacle Frenzy. Oh, wow, it's almost dead. I made it look a lot easier from when I was a kid. Though, we ain't done with it yet. So we got Shelob Slime and Elfstone of Nimble Crafting. This is actually something I want to give to someone.
Those tentacles are powerful.
Excellent. They're digging a way in.
He has opened the gate!
I knew he was good for something. Stand back! It shall be a dwarf who first enters Moria. The rumors are true. Balin has failed. My people have failed.
This fight took place decades ago. Their bodies returned to dust.
These great dwarf lords stood here for thousands of years, Elf, and this abomination took place before them. I do not find that amusing. Some small measure of their great power remains hidden here. I can feel it.
Let me help you reclaim it. For your people.
Quest journal updated. And there's another scene. Ruins of the Seven Kings. Many secrets still remain in these halls, yet to be found.
7 rings of power were given to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. But they were deceived by the Dark Lord Sauron. And in time, their kingdoms fell into ruin. But the dwarves hold many secrets, and few are graced to share their language. The secret runes of their ancient kings remain lost in these empty halls. It is your secret to find, my friend.
Okay, so that gives us our, motive to get through here. While on the way, we may as well find these treasures of Moria. Yeah, I think that would do. Okay, so, yeah, Berethor didn't get much in the way of combat. And we actually unlock a new feature now. Traveling. Traveling allows you to travel to a different region from save points. This is mainly used for grinding. Like just grinding out abilities against different enemies. We also unlock another feature called, and I still think a lot more, RPGs need to do this. And it basically unlocks us something called Evil Mode, where we play a scenario of fights as Sauron's minions. This unlocks different weapons, different things for the party. These, I don't know if I'm going to show them in, like, the main videos. I might have, like, a big extra one at the end. Actually, you know what? So as I saved, options, quit. I'm gonna show them off actually as I unlock them. So we go to more, evil mode. Like, if I wanted to, I could completely break the game by going onto any of these and showing the different evil modes all at once. But some of them are actually ridiculously hard. So, the Aragon ones are very simple. Some of which aren't actually fights we see. But we've actually done. Okay, so you're going to be attacking York there. So yeah, this is a feature I love about this game, because no other RPG, to my knowledge, has done it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just murder a crows. Let's shoot Idriel, because you want to take her out. Because if you get really unlucky, you can kind of lose this fight. But it's funny, if you kill Idriel and Elgos, you win the fight. Because Berethor can't do anything to the archer, and you just have the archer just snipe him down, which is actually quite funny. Shadow Blades. Yeah, Shadow Blades is basically, it carries you through a lot of these fights. Just hit you with Murder of Crows. Haha, 39 damage. Yeah, Berethor is the tank in these fights. Like, you don't really do much damage to him, and he takes a while to go down. Ah! Just that realization as I was talking. So yeah, this fight is pretty much the same, but it's not as easy to win, because you can actually, like, lose this fight a lot easier than the last one. Orc Bash, Murder of Crows. Let's take out Idriel. Even though, if you actually had a quick glimpse at her, she actually had a bit of armor we don't get till Moria. Okay, so Shadow Blades. Let's take out you. And Fell Slash. Yeah, the shielded orcs, when we get to Rohan, actually become really annoying. I am not joking. Like, difficulty spike, my name is Rohan. But we'll have to see that when I get there, of course. And now here's the third fight. I think this is the final fight of this one? Yeah, it is. Because we have the, controlling the troll. Looks like we have the cave troll now. And Flaming Fury, okay. Yeah, you really don't have any real threat of losing this. Just take him out one by one. Yeah, you basically one-shot Elgos. And it doesn't help that Berethor's using his starting sword. Hadhod is the last one you should take out because he's the tank. Yeah. Just... excuse me as I one-shot you, but we won't shot Hadhod because Hadhod's a tank. He's a tanky little bugger. And there we go. So, that's evil mode. Oh, wait. Oh! I forgot about this one. Yeah, This is why I was so scared of that area when I was a kid. What I told you about earlier in the fight, early in the part. Because I always thought this Nazgul would appear and just destroy you. This is actually kind of not difficult, but yeah, it's one of those fights where if you're unlucky, it can go south. Yeah, I just spam Nazgul Scream because I think it's the most damage dealing attack that the Nazgul actually has access to. And you missed. Shattering Strike. I could show off like one of these. I still love that. I still love that little thing they do where they put the hand out in front, the sword at the side. I love that as a kid. Yeah, Nazguls they're evasive buggers. And then you've got like the armor set in Dark Souls that makes you look like a Nazgul. Yeah, this is more meant to introduce you to hard mode as a concept, but I have to say, it is such a good concept. Like, I think more games should do something like this. Because it doesn't really do much, you unlock it as you go through the story, but it gives you some actually pretty good rewards. And most of them aren't horrendously difficult, but there are some like fights which are like grit your teeth, clench your butt cheeks sort of hard. Because I'm just trying to think, the hardest one is... Yeah, I would say like the hardest one is like Minas Tirith. And he's still not dead. Yeah, this is like one of the only things I don't really like, is that Hadhod just is a tank and so he's actually very annoying to kill. But there we go. Cracked Elf Stone of Action Enhancement, Armor Enhancement, and Health Enhancement. So you don't get much for doing this one. So select a save game for the items to be put onto. So this one. Saving data. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think that about does it for this part. We beat the Watcher in the water, got into Moria, and shown off evil mode. So, as per usual guys, I've been Frozen Neptunia, and I will see all of you lovable people in the next episode. Bye for now.